Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and I want to thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, May 11th. We have an informative show for you today. We'll be heading down to Owatonna Public Utilities, and we'll be getting an update there. And then we're heading a little across town to Fareway Foods, and we're going to meet the wonderful managers there and learn a little bit more about the store. The Owatonna Today Show welcomes your suggestions on show topics and guests. You can do so by contacting us at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling the show's producer, Leanne T, at 390-5751. We would love to hear from you. Well, we will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll see you on down at the Owatonna Public Utilities. So please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we are on location at the Owatonna Public Utilities building, and we're visiting with Mark Fritsch, the General Manager here. And welcome to the show, Mark.
Well, thanks. It's nice to be here.
Now, I've heard some talk, and we want to find out a little bit about the RP3 designation. But first, why don't you share with our viewers your position here and how long you've been here, and
Sure.
a little bit about what that entails.
I'm the General Manager, which is like the CEO for the public utility, gas, water, and electric company. Been here going on my 5th year already. It just seems like yesterday starting, and but a lot of things have happened over the time. It's been, like I tell people, it's the best job I've ever had, and it's great to be in a community that really appreciates what we do, and the workforce we have really sets us apart from other areas. So it's like a dream job for me. So I enjoy being here.
The physical building here, how long has that been renovated now and up and running?
Yeah, roughly about a year and a half, although it's been here since late 1900s with different sections. But yeah, we were able to take it and remove all the internals, the boilers, the turbines, and so forth to turn it into an office complex. And that was probably the most exciting project I've ever worked on in my life. And you can see some of the artifacts behind us. This is one of the control panels we had in the power plant, and a lot of artifacts we were able to keep around here too, to display what it was like back then and highlight our efforts to turn this into actually a nationally recognized facility where other utilities around the country are asking, how'd you do this? Can you help us out? Because they're faced with similar challenges. What do you do with these older facilities that are iconic and really have a deep meaning to the communities that they're involved in?
It's very striking and very nice to walk in and look at everything that's here. So what a fun time and a challenging time to come on board. You've just got on board and then realized we're having this big renovation project, I imagine.
Yes. Fortunately, I missed the big flood that occurred that started the whole thing, and I came in after the fact, although we did have a mini flood during the construction part. But yeah, it's been great working with the community and employees to build this facility and turn it into something that's going to last for a long time that people are really proud of.
I can see the pride in your eyes, too, to be able to see it come to fruition. Yes. Let's talk about the RP3 designation. Could you explain what the RP3 is and then what the designation is?
Sure. And this comes from an organization that's called the American Public Power Provider Association, and it's comprised of a little over 2,000 municipal utilities around the country. And this organization created a achievement award of the best that was called the RP3 Award, and it stands for Reliable Public Power Providers, RP3. And that award recognizes utilities being the best in four different categories. One of them, reliability, second, safety, and then we have our workforce development, and then system improvement, so how well the systems work. The safety side, making sure you don't have injuries and so forth, and we're really proud of some of the awards we're getting on that too, to make sure this is an accident-free workplace. We're able to demonstrate that with processes we put in place. Our workforce development, that includes everything from training, qualification programs that we have for our employees, as well as succession planning. So if employees want to prepare for future positions as well, we'll show them a path to that and help support their education with tuition reimbursement or other on-the-job training. And then we have the system improvement. So we look at our three systems. The RP3 recognizes the electrical side, but we use the same type of system improvements in our gas water as well. And so we look at how reliable it is, the integrity of it is, the cost and so forth, and how well it's performing, how much more maintenance, how much infrastructure we have to provide, and so forth. And so hitting on all four of those areas, we started working on that for almost 4 years. And we saw the opportunity with some of the great things we're doing and some improvements that we can do with our documentation and processes and best practices. Took advantage of that, put it together, and then submitted the award. And because of all the hard work of the employees here, we achieved the award. And not only did we achieve the award, there's like 3 different levels. We have the gold, platinum, and diamond. Diamond being the highest. And so our first time in for the award, we got the diamond.
Wow.
And so that was like, wow.
That can be a blessing, but then it can be like, whoa, we got to maintain this.
Yes, that's all the 2,000 utilities out there. April 4th, we were presented with the award. We're one of 29 utilities that achieved the award, and only 8 of them got the Diamond Award, and we're one of the 8. So very proud of that.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks.
What a team. How the designation, is that submitted by a group of consultants? How's the information brought to you? Is it a commission that comes out? How is the designation process? I know you had said you fill out information and talk to the employees. Did you go get educated on this, and then come back and it's done in-house? How is it accomplished?
Yeah, when we heard about the award out there, it's kind of like the Baldrige Award for utilities, and so we looked at it and saw the qualifications, what you needed to do, and some of the things we didn't have in place. And you needed to have those things in place for about 3 years. So it wasn't just you just did it now. You needed to actually show and have proof that you did those. And so we went out there to look at what was needed. They had forms we had to fill out, and then also we needed to send information to back up what we're doing. It's not just saying you're doing it; you had to prove it. And so we had, one of our employees here, Tammy Schmoll, was really our leader. She took leadership of that and got us together and said, here's the different areas that we need to have our documentation, different things we needed to build. And we got to the point where after 3 years of having records of that and demonstrating that, we're able to apply. And then once you send that in, they have a group through the APPPA, American Public Power Provider Association, that they audit. They look at your documentation to make sure it meets certain criteria. You're assigned different points and so forth.
So this just isn't a simple endeavor, and congratulations.
Well, thanks.
I know you wanted to talk about the generator phase of things, and if you could share about that.
Sure, yeah, there's a few exciting things going on. One of them, the communities probably already know about our joint partnership with Jaguar Communications. So we're looking to put some of our distribution wires and stuff underground, and so that's going to improve the reliability and aesthetics in our community. And then Jaguar at the same time is able to put high-speed internet in the same ground, different conduits and so forth. So that joint project is reducing the cost for both of us to achieve what we wanted to achieve. And but there's some challenges this time of year. Yards are getting kind of tore up and so forth, and we will get them fixed. And so you need to call into Jaguar and so forth when those issues are there, and they'll get the yards fixed. So we're excited about that project. Long term, once the conduit's in place, it will take us several years before we can put the wires in and remove the poles. So that's an exciting project that's going on year 2. The generation you talked about, people have been west of here on Bridge Street, you'll see a lot of construction going on out there to where a building's in place and a new generating unit's going to go out there, natural gas fired, reciprocating engines out there, and they'll be producing about 38 megawatts of energy by the end of 2017.
Wow.
So I'm excited about that. You can see a lot more progress, but there's a maintenance building up there right now, and the ground's all kind of flattened out for that.
Okay. And is that also part of the 5 megawatt system? And
that, yeah, another thing we just got approved is a 5 megawatt solar collector, photovoltaic, and that's west of the city as well. It'll take up about 30 acres of land. The county just approved the permitting for the installation out there, and we're finalizing the rest of our agreements so we can get that solar collector built. And it'll be on both those units, both the generating unit and the solar collector will be on Simpus system, which we're a member, we're part of, so we'll be pulling their energy. It's nice. The solar helps us with our renewable portfolio, that we have renewable energy. Our customers are looking for more and more renewable, and some of the prices are well within what we're looking for as well. So right now we've had a lot of wind for renewable, and adding solar in is a nice improvement, and I think we'll see more of that as we go through the future.
just quickly, could you describe the difference between reliable, renewable, the two differences there? Renewable is?
Yes, the renewable is an intermittent source usually. On wind and solar, the sun's shining, you have the solar work, and the wind, when that's blowing, you have it. We need quite a bit of base load too. So when it's at night and so forth, and when the wind and sun's not shining, we need base load. And our main base load are coal, nuclear, and then natural gas. The Simpy unit's what we're involved in. We don't have any nuclear, but it's natural gas and coal-fired.
There's so much depth we could talk about, but we just want to thank you for having us here today. And to our community, shout out when you see people from the Owatonna Public Utilities. They have gotten a diamond rating in their RP3 designation, and I want to personally congratulate you and your team. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, so please stay with us.
Hi, Eric here from Owatonna Senior Place. Participate in one of the many active fitness classes we have, or hop on the bus for one of our great day trips. We have a variety of programs and activities happening throughout the week. Our goal at Senior Place is to create positive moments for you at a reasonable and affordable price. Don't forget the Senior Place Partnership Program, with over 40 businesses giving discounts and incentives to you for being a Senior Place member. Contact us for more details. Live full, live well, live long.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Owatonna. We bring new life to senior living in our Alzheimer's and dementia care and our assisted living care communities. Brookdale Owatonna is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
At Triumph Graphics, we think beyond ink. That's why you should make us your source for creative concept, design, print, mail, and web. Check us out today at triumphgraphics.com.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're on location here in Owatonna at the Fareway Foods. And we're talking with Paul Vogtlin, who's the grocery manager at the Fareway Foods. And welcome, Paul, to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be a part of it.
And for our viewers, why don't you introduce yourself a little more and give a little background on yourself, if you'd like?
Sure. Grew up in Ames, Iowa. Started out with Fareway when I was 16 years old. That summer before 1995, Dad said I had to get a job. I applied everywhere in Ames, and Fareway was the only one that hired me. It kind of grew on me, and senior year in high school had a work-study opportunity. Got a little bit of responsibility and really liked what it was doing, and just ended up making a career out of it.
Well, that's said kind of humbly because you're a great manager. I know that just from when I shop here. Tell us a little bit about Fareway itself. Where is it located and where did it originate?
Sure. Fareway started out in 1938 in Boone, Iowa. That's where we're still located at today with the corporate headquarters and our warehouse distribution center. They've had a few bumps down the road. They had a huge fire at the warehouse many years ago and was nervous if it would be able to continue on, but we've continued on strong. We're up to 113 stores right now, 2 more stores in the works for this year, and it sounds like a lot more opportunities in the upcoming years also.
Now, when you started with Fareway, were they just in Iowa at the time?
Yeah, originally it was just inside of Iowa. The old slogan kind of used to be Iowa's most economical food stores. Then they expanded into Illinois, so we kind of took the Iowa part out of there, and we're now also in Nebraska, South Dakota, and Minnesota.
Great. Now, when you came here and started to open, were you here with the store when it opened?
Yeah, started here about a month before the store opened. Before that, I was in Winterset, Iowa. Claim to fame there was John Wayne's birthplace, and if you've ever seen the movie Bridges of Madison County, very nice. Yeah, we had a great time there in Winterset. Opened up a new store there, and then came here to Owatonna to open up this store.
And we want to welcome you to Owatonna. I understand you had to relocate here.
Yes, wife and I moved up here. It was kind of funny. We found out in February, middle of February, just right before Valentine's Day. Week later, found out we were expecting our first child. Week later, we actually found a house and then started up here and closed on the house right before the store opened. So
life is good, and you have a beautiful store and a beautiful area, correct?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about your store here, okay? How many employees do you have here?
Sure, we've got approximately 75 to 80 employees working here right now.
And what are the different departments in the store?
Sure. We got some employees working in the produce department, handful of employees back in the bakery department. Jason has a good 15, 20 employees back in the meat department. A few more in the dairy and freezer department.
Something I think is very unique about your store is that we don't have here in Owatonna anywhere else is carry out. Would you explain a little bit about that and why Fareway offers that service?
Sure. So we opened up, a lot of people weren't used to the full service sacking, carrying out the groceries to your car. And that's something that Fareway's been strong on since we've been open. Every store sacks and carries out the groceries to your car. It's full service. You don't have to tip us or anything. It's part of our job. It's great interaction to meet customers and get to know them a little bit more and get that one-on-one relationship with them.
It truly is a neighborhood store. I mean, you come in and you can have a conversation with any one person, and the people that take you out to the car with your groceries won't allow you to carry them. They're very personable as well.
Yeah, we want them to be very personable, and it's kind of that old-fashioned mom and pop store maybe you grew up with as a kid, and we're still doing it here today.
So as grocery manager, what departments fall under your wing here? And you have a great produce department, I know that. Could you talk about some of the other areas?
Sure. So I kind of oversee the produce, the bakery, dairy, freezer, and everything on the sales floor. Fareway kind of separates it out. Then they have their own management team for the meat department. Just they place such a high standard on that, and they've got their own training that they go through. So Jason does a great job managing the meat department back there.
And I noticed that one time I came in, well, a couple times I've come in, and I wanted to pick out a watermelon. And you said, hey, I can cut that open for you. Is that something you do?
Yeah, we stand behind the products we sell. I don't want you to get home with a melon that's overripe or underripe. I'd rather, if you find a melon you like, I'll take it to the back, I'll cut it open for you, make sure it's of what you're looking for, and I want you to leave happy.
Great. Can we go take a look at the produce department?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. Paul, we've located to the produce department, and personally, what do you strive for? What does the store strive for, too, in produce in serving the community?
Sure. Fareway over the last several years has really focused on our produce departments. They've kind of been promoting Best at Fresh. So we've really, in the store, we try to pride ourselves in giving the best, freshest possible produce we can. I understand sometimes it's tough. We don't know what the center of that watermelon looks like or what the center of that head of lettuce looks like. But we try to go through, and something's starting to look a little past its prime. We'll pull it off the shelf and try to keep the best, freshest stuff on hand.
And you do stand behind it, so there's no problem there.
That's right.
Correct. And now, do you have organic? Do you carry organic here in the store?
Yeah, we do. We're expanding on our organic produce, listening to our customers. They're wanting more and more of it. So as stuff comes available, we're starting to bring more of that back in. Just got strawberries back in a couple weeks ago, and as the summer fruits come on, we'll be carrying more of the organic summer fruits also.
Weather's been crazy all over the country, but can you give our viewers any clues as to when the Vidalia onions will be in?
Yes, everybody looks forward to those Vidalia onions, and typically by the end of May, first part of June is when they start coming in.
Well, great. Well, we appreciate seeing this. I understand you have a great meat department. Can we go visit there?
Yes, let's go back there.
We've located to the meat area in Fareway Foods, and we're talking to the meat manager, Jason Hayden. Welcome.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Jason, you also located here from Iowa. Why don't you tell a little bit about yourself and your career with Fareway?
Yeah, I moved up here from Iowa. Last location I was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I've been working for Fareway just out of high school for about 21 years now. A lot of our managers start out that way. We just kind of learn in-house. They teach us on the way, move around from store to store to learn from different managers, and that's kind of how we learn our trade, I guess.
Well, we're glad you're here. Why don't you explain about your meat department? What are the different services that you offer through the meat counter?
Well, we are a full-service meat department, so if you need something cut a half-inch or an inch and a half, just ask. We're usually glad to take care of those requests. We wrap everything however you'd like it wrapped. If you want it in 1 pound packages, half-pound packages, we're here for your needs. We offer a variety of different things. Our beef is all USDA choice or higher, all natural, farm fresh poultry and pork, and all cut how you want it, cut fresh daily, not packaged for a shelf to last 20 or 30 days with all kinds of salts or nitrates or solution. It's all natural cut here, fresh.
And your team here always has time for a consult. Any questions, they can call, right?
You betcha. We enjoy just telling people different ways to prepare and cook things. Most of us back here like to cook. We like our meat, and we like to give you guys great suggestions.
Before we go, you were going to show us a special cut you have going back there, correct?
I got my assistant manager, Brandon, back here, who actually just came to us from Iowa. He's a new guy back here for us. He's going to show you a nice cut of meat here.
Okay. Let's take a look.
One of my favorites are these flat iron steaks. The Beef Council rates it as the second most tender, only behind the beef tenderloin.
Jason, you also have rotisserie chickens and things like that. Do you run those on the weekend mostly, and then it's a call in on other times, or how does that work?
Yeah, we cook rotisserie chickens here. If you want to call ahead and reserve one, it's always a good idea. They take a couple hours to cook, so if you just let us know ahead of time, we'll always try to have one ready for the time you need them. That goes with anything. If you want to call ahead and order for faster service, feel free to call ahead, and we'll try to have it ready for when you're here.
And I know recently you just had a big half a pig sale, so you have those kind of things going on. They'll see those in the newspaper, correct?
You bet. From time to time, we have all kinds of specials, from whole short loins to whole ribeyes to half a hog, and we cut it and for your specifications right here and wrap it how you like.
Thanks, Jason. We're going to head back up and see Paul at the front of the store, so we appreciate your time.
You bet. Thank you, and have a good day.
Paul, we're here at the bakery. Do you handle orders, special orders, and what's offered here?
Yep, we got fresh fried donuts every morning. Kelly and her crew does a great job with the bread and buns, and we do special orders. Give us a call, and we'll be glad to fill your order for you.
And your hours here at the store?
We're open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and close on Sundays.
And we're going to touch on why you're closed on Sundays at a later date.
Sure thing.
Okay, thanks, Paul, for letting us in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We will take a short break to hear a message from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, so please stay with us.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to Transitional Housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rich from Sign Pro and Auto Trim Design, a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. Come and see us for all your sign and truck accessory needs.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community in connection, and we hope you enjoyed visiting with our friends down at the Fareway Foods. Well, it's time for community announcements, so here we go. The Owatonna Police Officer of the Year Recognition Banquet will be hosted by the Moonlighters Exchange Club on Thursday, May 12th at the VFW at 135 Oakdale Street. The event starts with a social at 6 p.m. and dinner served at 6:30. Tickets are available at Cocky Jewelers, VFW, Law Enforcement Center, or any Moonlighters Exchange Club member. Riverbend Nature Center will host their annual pancake brunch and maple syrup fun run on Saturday, May 14th. Registration and race details are available at www.rbnc.org/funrun. Following the race, there's a crowd-pleasing pancake brunch from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Admission is $7 a person, $5 for Riverbend members. Lizzie's Light. Ride for Lizzie's Lights, May 14th. 11:30 to 12:30 is registration at Good Shepherd Lutheran Church. 1 to 4 is the ride, and it ends at Reggie's Brew House. Please join us for a scenic ride through the countryside on the first annual Ride for Lizzie's Light. The ride is being held in honor of Elizabeth Lizzie Tolzman, who passed away on March 3rd, 2016. Proceeds from the ride will be used for mental illness awareness and suicide prevention. And Gold Cross would like to welcome you to their new home. We invite you to join us for a special public open house as we officially open our new Gold Cross facility in Owatonna and celebrate National Emergency Medical Services Week. The event will be held 11 to 4 p.m. Sunday, May 15th at our new facility at 1005 Cedar Avenue. Spare Time Entertainment and Michelson's Funeral Home are pleased to announce a wine and beer tasting fundraiser to benefit the Owatonna Foundation on Thursday, May 19th from 5:30 till 7:30 p.m. at Michelson's Funeral Home, 1930 Austin Road, Owatonna. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door the evening of the tasting, and they may be purchased at Michelson's Funeral Home, Cedar Floral, Spare Time Entertainment, and the Owatonna Foundation office at 108 West Park Square. Also, the Alternative Learning Center is having their downtown cleanup on Friday, May 20th. If you'd like to donate water or food, or for more information, call the Owatonna Alternative Learning Center at 507-444-8010. Participants will receive a free meal in Central Park following the event. And then Nancy Schroep Memorial Scholarship applications are now available at the Owatonna Senior High School Career Center. Deadline to submit applications is by noon Friday, May 20th. $500 each will be presented to a senior fast-pitch softball player and to a senior. Please join us on Friday when we'll be visiting with teachers who have 25 and 30 years of service with the Owatonna Public School District. So you'll want to be sure and join us then. Meanwhile, have a great day.